What's good, YouTube users? Civi here, bringing you guys a brand new fire video. And today we're going to be digging into the Envision Wired Controller. So I did make a part one. I unboxed and reviewed the controller just straight out of the box. So today we're going to be reviewing it after I've used it and I've played with it for about a week now. So I was able to go into the IQ software and come up with some of the best Warzone and Call of Duty settings that have helped me personally, and I'm going to be sharing those settings with you guys. All right, so before we get into the software, originally I was like, how do I get the fucking sticks out, because I like to play with a long stick. I emailed Scuf and they said that they don't have long sticks for the Envision controllers right now. I'm like whatever. So I went to my local GameStop and got Control Freaks for them. So I'm going to be using Control Freaks. I'm pretty sure they're the PS5 controllers, but Scuf says that they don't have Envision sticks, but I'm pretty sure that they're just the PS5 sticks, because the Controller Freaks for PS5 fit this perfectly. So you guys, I don't know when you guys will be watching this, but maybe they have the long sticks out and you want to switch out your sticks. So I had to take off my Control Freaks, but to take off the faceplate to switch out the sticks, all you literally have to do is pull off the faceplate, which is dope. You could probably switch these out. They're probably gonna come out with a bunch of customizable options, but then you pull the stick right out and it's that easy. So after I made my first video unboxing this, I didn't know if you're able to switch out the sticks, but then I was able to research and figure out that you are. So I love how easy Scuf made this to switch out the thumbsticks. That's fucking amazing. That's game changing for real. Because if you have an Impact or any other controller from Scuf, you know this tool and how annoying this shit is. So for the faceplate to just come off, that's game changing. All right, boys, now let's hop into the software. So this is our software for the brand new Envision controller, and this is what I have set up at the moment. So I set it up exactly how Scufs normally come to you. So the YXAB is exactly how normal Scufs are. And then the only thing I really changed for Warzone is this up on the D-pad so I can ping enemies. Ever since I put this in, pinging enemies has never been so easy, and you guys definitely need to try this out and let me know what you guys think about that. So I waited to do the G buttons with you guys so you can see exactly how I got the D-pad and everything. So all you need to do is you click the plus sign to make a brand new custom mapping. And then if you wanted to do the same thing with the D-pad, you would just click the D-pad and then click the up on the D-pad and then click this button. So for the first G1 button, I want it to be a microphone mute. So what this button does, it mutes and unmutes your mic automatically. So you definitely want this if you like talking shit as much as I do in game. So my number one issue with the mappings when I originally got this software, I was using the hardware mapping, and I guess this does not change it to the actual mappings. It's like hardware mapping. So I'm kind of confused about this hardware mappings. I don't really know why it does that, but just use the mapping section and then create your buttons exactly how you want them, and it'll work for you in Warzone or Call of Duty, whatever game you play. So for me, this is all I have right now. I haven't really experimented with the other G buttons, but you could definitely map it to a keyboard keystroke, but at the moment, this is all I have. So when I first got the controller, it was bugging out a lot when I was playing Warzone. Like the dead zone was crazy. I was throwing knives and stuns, and I was like what's going on? So what I found out was you have to go to the triggers in the Envision software, make sure they're the default. You can change it to the other ones if the game doesn't have these, but Call of Duty has them. So do default and make sure your dead zones are at 0. This is very, very important. Make sure both your dead zones at the bottom of the screen are 0. And then for your thumbsticks, same thing. Keep it on linear, because if you switch it to dynamic, even though you're using dynamic in Envision and then you're using dynamic in Call of Duty, it's just gonna fuck with everything and just not work correctly. So keep the sticks linear and 0 dead zone on the software. So then you can go into Call of Duty and you can switch it to whatever dead zone you want. So I usually play on 5 or 0.05 dead zones in Call of Duty, but with a new controller, you could probably get away with like 0.03 or maybe even lower if you're lucky. But definitely the triggers and the thumbsticks were my biggest tip for you guys, because for me, it was very aggravating because I kept missing shots in Call of Duty, and there's so much stick drift because it automatically defaults to 5 dead zones for the triggers and thumbsticks. So make sure those are on 0 and you guys will be well off. All right. Another thing, make sure your vibration's off. If you're using vibration, you're gonna be shooting fucking octagons. Then after you're done with all those settings I just gave you, make sure you save it right here. You can have multiple profiles if you want to try out different settings, but I usually just use this one. So now that you guys have the best settings for Warzone and Call of Duty, make sure you guys hit me with that like button and subscribe if you're brand new, and comment Envision so that I know that you made it this far in the video. All right, we're gonna be going crazy in the MW3 gameplays and Warzone. More hype for Warzone, to be honest, to be quite frank with ya. But overall, the wired Envision controller, I would give it a solid 9 out of 10. It gives you literally everything you need to succeed in Call of Duty, Warzone, whatever. What doesn't make this a 10 out of 10 is they didn't come with the sticks. That's my only complaint. Because I always use long sticks for the right and then regular for the left. And it didn't come with any sticks, or it did come with the paddles, which is really, really dope. But I think that's the only thing holding this controller back. And for the wired one, the left bumper, right bumper is not digital, but I saw on the pros there's instant trigger, so that'll be dope. Everything else about this controller is amazing. It fits in your hand perfectly. I got used to this controller in literally an hour. When I switched to the PS5 Reflex, it took me days to get used to that controller because it was so tiny, but this controller fits in my hand perfectly. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're brand new, and comment Envision so I know that you made it this far in the video. And keep being severely handsome. See what I did there? And I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, later.